Hi, everybody. I'm Fawn Germer, your book editor. Have you ever read a book where the author has bored the hell out of you? Bill Clinton wrote his memoir, and it was like 1,008 pages long, more than 232,000 words. Comedian Jon Stewart joked, I have to confess, I did not read the entire book. I'm only on page 12,000. And then the then President George W. Bush teased that it was 10,000 pages long. I promise you, at least 80% of the people who bought that book never finished it, maybe more. Nobody wants to read 1,008 pages of what Bill Clinton thought of his life, and he was the president. He was so full of himself, he put it out there anyhow. And I'm not slamming him. I voted for him twice. I'm just slamming the arrogance of any writer who does not stop to ask how much his or her reader actually wants to read. And if nobody wants to read that much from the president, they don't want to read that much from you either. I once had a writing teacher who said that if you can't summarize your story in one sentence, you haven't thought it through enough. Bill Clinton, your sentence was, I was elected president, did some good things, messed up, and grew. But he got stuck in the weeds and he ruined the experience for his readers. I've written books that ran to almost 300 pages and books that clocked in at 175. I wrote the long ones because my publishers wanted them that long, and that's what was in my contract. But why? To make it seem big and important? I do think that back when I was starting out as a journalist and an author, there was this notion that if it's big, it must be good. Big suggests important. But now I think big is a challenge for most readers. My shorter books were self published, and my readers loved them because I didn't bore them to death. I sold thousands and thousands of them. So, what is the right number of pages? Well, that depends on the topic. If you're writing something juicy, maybe you could go to 300. But if you're not writing about a strange murder or Prince Harry's secret life as a royal, or something nobody ever imagined about some celebrity, you really have to ask yourself, how much of your story actually needs to be told? You don't have to tell every single thing. You don't have to share every minute and every detail. What you do have to do is think about your reader. This isn't about you, it's about the reader. It's always, always about the reader. And just because you think that something is utterly fascinating, it doesn't mean your reader will agree. One of the biggest selling nonfiction books of all time was the book Who Moved My Cheese? That was only 10,000 words long. It was this thick. Bill Clinton's book was 22 times longer than that. Then there was that book Tuesdays with Maury. That was just 35,000 words. Look, you probably need a lot more than 10,000 or 35,000 words. But my point here is to think carefully about what it will take to tell your story. Too few is better than too many. But if you really think about it, you can find that number that is just right. And before you do that, boil that book concept down to a sentence with no more than 25 words in it. Keep writing that sentence over and over. Write 10 versions of it, 20 versions of it, so that you can answer what is your book about. And when you've got that sentence, then you know that you have clarified your vision. You've summarized everything. Doing this helps you not only to clarify your vision, but also to pitch your project. That sentence keeps you on course to write the right story without wasting your time and not wasting your reader's time. It will protect you from pulling a Bill Clinton. I'm Fawn Germer, your book editor. Let me know if you've got a project you want to work with me on. I'm a writing coach and book editor, very, very experienced with editing, and I can guide you through the agenting and publishing maze. I've been doing this for about 25 years. and I can take the agony out of the process for you. So visit me at yourbookeditor.com and contact me at info@yourbookeditor.com. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and come back and see me at yourbookeditor.com.